Me Luis, so one more day. So this is a Chevy Colorado 2017. Now this guy has a lot of problems with the leak, so it's water leaking. So the thing is, the technicians already replaced the brake light, the antenna they seal it, and the glass is still leaking. So they want me just pull the glass just to replace the seal, because maybe we have a problem with the seal. They say it's really bad. I can see drops of water inside. So I think maybe replaced before, maybe sometimes coming from the shipping, and they replace it. We don't know what happened, but something is bad on this car. So I'm gonna insert my line. Remember, I didn't pull any of these parts. The technician and the shop did. But what I don't like when they do that is because they left, you know, this part right here. You can see marks on the hand liner. So, but at this point, I'm not gonna touch it, because if I take something else, they're gonna say I did it damage. So I don't want to put my hands when they do this, because it can be affect me. Now what I do is put a piece of tape just to protect the glass. I don't want to scratch it. And outside between the glass and the pitch wheel is another piece of tape. So that's the duct tape. So it's going to protect the glass from my insert line. I don't want to just scratch it. So we're going to just now insert this one. Remember, pretty close here. It's going to bend a little bit, so just careful. Let me just get a good position, and we're going to go insert out. A little hard because this like move a little bit. Okay, remember, you gotta cut the glue a little bit, make a little cut here, and there you go. We're ready to go through. Now I want to make sure I'm not scratching the pitch wheel. Okay, so you see, still I don't see it, so we need to push more. That's because I am, you know, an angle, so I'm not going straight down because I don't want to scrape the pitch wheel. Okay, I think I'm already made. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, you see, that's why I have the tape, because I don't want to scratch it. So remember, we're going to grab the little hole right here and insert right there. Not too much. There we go. And now remember, just retracting. Careful. Right there. And now just pull the line. Make sure which one is the top and which one is the bottom. Well, okay, so we have a little line to pull here. There you go. And all the line. Now this one has a big gravity stops on the corners, the same like the Chevy, but a little more thick. So I will try to break it, because I don't think I can save it. They are really thick, and the pitch wheel is not gonna let me just go around. Okay, so we have the line. Okay, about the interruptions, I have some calls I have to answer the phone. So let's see, now we're gonna just start making the cut. Remember, it's gonna be slow, you don't have to be too fast. Now if my loop is gonna twist, I have to just move the system back. It's fine. Careful with the sharp. Alright. Now when you feel that one is because we have the panel close. So let me just change the angle. Right here. I can go too close to the corner because I have this panel, but probably I'm gonna just maybe put it back, because also this thing right here I don't like. This can damage the headliner. This guy has to strip off, but they don't do it. There we go. Let's see. Now remember, we have the panel here, so we have to just make it past the area. There you go. You gotta get careful on these onions, because the rest is not making any problem, just right here. Now remember, my gravity stop is going to be probably right here. I gotta get careful there. Careful with the headliner. Alright, and now I can just, if I want, I can go all the way here. Remember? Now this one, remember, the gravity stop is big and it's thick. So I will try to break it. If not, I have to use my hammer or something just to break it. I gotta make sure I can pass the headliner. There you go. My gravity stop. Now let me just have some tapes up here. So I wanna drop this glass. Okay. Now I bring those if in case I have to break the stops, but they go through really easy. Okay, now I'm gonna pull this one down because I have my gravity stop in this area, so I gotta go. Let me remove this tape because it's gonna be on my way. Very small spaces here, but it's not bad. You see, remember the other one has a pin, they broke this one, and now, so I'm pretty sure they damaged. There you go. You see this one? Because when they pulled it, they don't use hook hooks, they only just try to pull by hands, and that's not good. Let me just put this one back here, because this one is going to scratch. It's going to make marks on pit lanyard. I don't want it to be involved in this recalls because I didn't do it. But I'm touching the car, so that's the problem. In this case, I'm going to use this one. One more easy. Remember, you force to cut this way, you're going to pull the glass out because the core is in this way. And this one is coming this way. You have two directions running in the same way. That's not good. You have to cross your lines. So in this case, the only I can do is just pass my system here, and I can just continue and cut it, or I can just cross the line on this one. But the problem is, I'm going to show you what happened. You cut two lines in the same way. I got a choice. Or this one is going to make the cut clean, or it's going to force my glass pull out on this way. So that's one is not good, but I'm going to show you what happened. Maybe it's going to make the kit right, but maybe not. You see that? It's kind of nice, but it's better when you cross the line. there's no problems, but it's better just put on the right way. Okay, the last cut. You see my glass? You saw the glass moving on this way, even the tape is breaking. So that happened because the glue is going in that direction. That's why it's very important cross this one to here, crossing your lines, and the cuts go like this. You go in the same direction, your glass is going to move. And you saw my glass, even the tapes, I can hear it cracking. So I'm going to just hold the glass, I'm in the suction caps. There you go. Because this one is really thin. What happened, you have a big gaps or urethane, okay? Okay, now we did already. You see my glass is losing completely. And we can take this one off. They say the glass is leaking. I'm not sure. Let's see what happened. Well, everything looks normal except for this onion right here. Let me see. I can see that gap. Why the water was coming through in this point. You see that the hole? You see? It's nothing in this area. So your glue coming like that. So that's why it was leaking in this point. Okay, it's not a lamination, but the problem was when they finish in this area, maybe it was not a breach, maybe they moved the caulking gun or something and they missed this little teeny hallway. Okay, no big deal. Okay guys, so I'm gonna clean the glass, this one, and do the regular install, and we'll finish. Okay, only we have to fix on this one. I already make it clean the pitch wheel, so it's really nice and clean, so we don't have to make any scratches. So what I'm doing is just put the primer in that area, because you saw the problem with this one. So I'm gonna just put a little primer here, because you see this area is clean, it's not have any primer or nothing. So it's just to prime the area was missing like there, and that's all. So I'm gonna wait my minutes to dry. This one little lamination, but it's very small, not in a pitch wheel, just in the glue, and that's it. So the rest is very nice. So you see the onion is here, so but they missed this part. Probably they moved the hacking gun or something happened, because it was like they go far, they miss it and go back. So probably that's what happened. Got a resin right there. Okay, so now the glass. Remember, we're going to use a BBT. It's the best way to clean. I don't want to use razor blades on the back glasses, because sometimes when you start cleaning, you make tiny scratches, and you can see to the other side, through the freight. So that's why I don't use any kind of those tools except my BBT right here, my BTB, sorry. So now on this one, I'm going to cut just my millimeters, and I'm going to reuse this bonding to do the job. Okay, so I don't have to just worry about it to just prime it and all that, because the bonding is already in the glass. So now let me make a clean right here. That's the only nice thing when you pull the glasses, because the factory is only you have to do is reuse the bonding on the glass already. So make it clean here. Remember, this glass is really small, so we don't have any. We don't have to use any system like a lily body or something, because it's too small. Alright, so let me clean the glass first, and after that we can just take the bonding out. I'm gonna reuse this one. Sorry guys, but I had something, I thought it was my phone. that dirt. Okay, and now I'm just gonna just clean the urethane and finish this job. So let me show you here. So I'm gonna cut the B, but I'm gonna save those stops, okay? So I'm gonna cut. The gravity tube, this one has to be gone because if not they're gonna squeeze noise every time they squeeze in the middle. So it's really easy. Take them off with just the double face tape. You see, we're gonna use the same bonding, so this way I gotta go close to here, and I'm leaving that one. So in this case, I don't have to wait for anything. It's just set the glue straight, and that's it. So that part is finished. We're gonna just, this one we cannot be really high. Remember, if we go high, we're gonna have a problems with the with the B show up. So I got my 16 millimeters right here. So we gotta go probably, we don't want to go too high, because I'm going to go inside here. You don't want to see it, but probably the bottom does. So what I'm doing here is reduce to my 16 millimeters, 15 millimeters. In this case I got a 16 here, so I'm going to reduce and right there, and probably 10 right there. There you go. I got a 10. So that's, for me, gonna be the best, because I don't want to squeeze all the glue on the bottom. You push too much, you does, but in this case I don't want to go that with that problem. Let me get my pliers here. They're somewhere. Got it right here. There you go. So what I'm doing is just cut. You see, I got just a little point. That's my B, so I gotta cut that way. In this case, just cut like that. And I have my size right there. Okay. So I removed the gravity stop, so we have to use my tape today just for 15 minutes. In 15 minutes I take it out, because in 30 minutes it dry already. So that's gonna be right here. Now the onion, remember, has to be one on top of one. So, but maybe I would try to don't make it too big, because I don't want it to show up. I better set my tape. Remember, I have two stops right here, and I'm gonna just stick with the urethane. Yes, right there. You guys, maybe they are more older than 40s, and you've been involved in this business for a long time. You're gonna remember those Claymont. We have to put the blocks, rubber blocks, between the glue and the urethane. But I'm not sure how many guys watching the video have been involved in those cars, but I've been, and we have to put the rubber inside the glue. Okay, so I don't have any gravity stop, so we're gonna go here, here, and right there. Okay, there you go. Not too much pressure. Remember, the blocks, they're gonna stop the glass to go too much down. Same way. $186. Go down. Go down. There you go. Okay, guys. Okay, we finished. So in 15 minutes I'm gonna remove the tape and we finished. Same here. Alright. You guys, we finished. So I don't have to put nothing back on because I didn't pull it. So see you in the next job. Now you're gonna see why I use that kind of tool, because the customer is very picky. He wants to do everything exactly in the same way that was the factory. So that's why. Okay guys, so see you next shot. We have more to do. I have 2 more Mercedes. It's gonna be a lot of work today, so see you next, guys.